Here's something almost nobody tells you about turning 55. It's one of the best things that can happen to your car insurance bill. That might sound strange. We're so used to hearing about how getting older makes everything more expensive, healthcare, life insurance, you name it. But auto insurance is the rare exception. Insurance companies actually consider drivers in their late 50s and 60s to be among the safest people on the road, and rates for drivers in this age group are some of the lowest of any time in their lives. In fact, drivers between 50 and 80 years old pay about $1,644 a year on average for car insurance, well below what younger drivers shell out. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. Insurance companies don't exactly send you a birthday card the day you turn 55 with a list of every discount you now qualify for. Most of the time, you have to ask. And if you don't ask, you keep paying the same rate you've been paying for years, even though you may be eligible for hundreds, sometimes more than $1,000 in annual savings. So today, we're going through 10 auto insurance discounts that drivers over 55 are entitled to. Some will save you 5%, others up to 30%, and one of them, number 3, has been shown to save around $600 every single year by itself. Grab a pen, because by the end of this video, you'll have a checklist you can take straight to your insurance agent. Let's get into it. The moment you blow out the candles on your 55th birthday cake, you officially qualify as a mature driver in the eyes of most insurance companies. And that simple label can drop your premium just for being you. Insurers love this age group for a reason. Drivers in their 50s and 60s have some of the lowest accident rates and the lowest claim rates for property damage and collisions of any age bracket. They have usually had decades of experience behind the wheel. They tend to avoid driving in risky conditions, and they take their time. Statistically, insuring you is a safer bet than insuring almost anyone else. Most major insurance companies offer some version of this discount. Direct auto insurance, for example, offers drivers over 55 up to 5% off important coverages like bodily injury, property damage, uninsured motorist, medical payments, comprehensive, and collision. Liberty Mutual, State Farm, and several others have similar age-based discounts. The frustrating thing is that some companies apply this automatically when you hit the age threshold, and some do not. So if you are 55 or older and you have never specifically asked your agent about a mature driver discount, there is a real chance you have been paying full price for years without realizing it. Pick up the phone today. Ask the exact question, do you offer a mature driver discount, and am I getting it? If the answer is no, that is your sign to start shopping around. Number 2, the Defensive Driving Course Discount. This one is a no-brainer. Spend a few hours, take a short course, and shave money off your bill, sometimes for the next 3 years. A defensive driving course teaches accident prevention techniques, refreshes you on traffic laws, and updates you on the latest safety technology. Most insurers offer a discount of 5% to 15% for completing one, with some discounts going as high as 20%. The course usually takes 4 to 8 hours total, costs anywhere between $20 and $100, and can almost always be taken entirely online from your living room. Here is the part that surprises most people. 35 states actually require insurance companies by law to offer a 5% to 15% discount to drivers 55 and older who complete an approved defensive driving course. That is not a marketing offer. That is a legal mandate. The discount typically lasts for 3 years, and then you retake the course to keep the savings flowing. The most popular option for drivers over 55 is the AARP Smart Driver course, which costs around $30, with an additional 10% off for AARP members. It is offered both online and in classrooms, and it is recognized by virtually every major insurer, including the Hartford, Geico, State Farm, Allstate, and Liberty Mutual. Let's do the math. On a $2,000 annual premium, a 10% discount works out to $200 a year in savings for a course that paid for itself the day you walked out of the classroom. Over the 3 years the discount stays active, you are pocketing $600 from a single Saturday afternoon. That is as close to free money as it gets. This is the big one, the number 3 spot on this list, and the discount that can save you around $600 every single year, sometimes much more. If you own a home and you are still paying for car insurance with one company and home insurance with another, you are almost certainly throwing money away. When you bundle your auto and home, or condo or renters, policies with the same insurance company, you unlock what is called a multi-policy discount. For drivers over 55, this is hands down one of the biggest discounts available anywhere. How big? According to the Hartford's own data, AARP members who bundle their auto and home insurance save an average of $963 a year. That is not a typo. Almost $1,000 in your pocket every year just for putting 2 policies under one roof. The auto portion of those savings averages $577. That is where the $600 number comes from, and it is based on actual customer data from policies sold between September 2024 and August 2025. It is not just the Hartford either. Allstate, State Farm, Nationwide, Liberty Mutual, Geico, and Progressive all offer significant multi-policy discounts, usually somewhere between 10% and 25% off each policy when you combine them. If you have been with the same auto insurer and the same home insurer for years and never combined them, this is the single phone call most likely to pay off. Get a bundled quote from at least 3 different companies, compare it to what you are paying now, and watch how fast that number drops. For a lot of people, this one move alone will save more money than every other discount on this list combined. Number 4. The low mileage discount. Once you retire or even just cut back to part-time work, something quietly happens to your driving habits. The daily commute disappears. The lunch runs disappear. The weekday errands shift to whenever you feel like it. Your annual mileage drops, sometimes dramatically. And the problem is, your insurance company has no idea unless you tell them. The average American drives over 13,000 miles a year, but plenty of retirees drive far less than that, sometimes under 5,000 miles. Insurance companies offer discounts for drivers who log fewer than 7,500 miles annually, and the savings are not small. According to industry data, drivers who log under 7,500 miles a year save between 6% and 20% on their premium, anywhere from $134 to as much as $597 a year. American Family's Miles My Way program offers a flat 25% off to drivers logging under 8,000 miles annually. State Farm offers an average reduction of $115, and those numbers can climb even higher with pay-per-mile programs that bill you only for the miles you actually drive. Here's exactly what to do. Check your odometer today, write down the number, and check it again a year from now. If you are under 7,500 miles, call your agent and report your actual annual mileage. Most policies are still rated based on the daily commute you reported when you first signed up, often a decade or two ago, when you were driving to a job that you do not drive to anymore. Updating that one number can knock 10% or more off your bill in a single phone call. If you are 50 or older, you are eligible to join AARP, and that $15 to $20 annual membership unlocks some of the deepest insurance discounts on the market. Through The Hartford, which has been AARP's exclusive auto insurance partner since 1984, AARP members get up to 10% off their car insurance premium just for being members. On top of that, you get a stack of added benefits like accident forgiveness, which keeps your rates from going up after your first at-fault accident, disappearing deductibles, which shrink your collision deductible over time as you stay accident-free, 24/7 roadside assistance through their rescue program, and new car replacement coverage. That means if you total a new car, they will replace it with the same make, model, and equipment without deducting for depreciation. Now, let us be honest. AARP Hartford is not always the absolute cheapest option for every single driver. According to one analysis, AARP's average rate is actually slightly higher than the national average for full coverage. But for many drivers over 55 with clean records and homes to insure, the combined stack of discounts, membership, bundling, defensive driving, paid in full, and so on often adds up to far more than the $15 annual membership fee. The smart move is to get a real quote. Compare it line by line to what you have today and let the numbers make the decision for you. This is one of the easiest discounts to capture, and a lot of people miss it for one simple reason. They are so used to paying monthly that they never even consider the alternative. When you pay your 6-month or annual premium up front in one lump sum instead of in monthly installments, most insurance companies will give you a discount. Companies such as The Hartford, Geico, State Farm, Allstate, and Progressive offer some version of this. The discount typically runs between 5% and 10% off your total premium. Why are they so generous about it? Because monthly billing costs them money. They have to process payments, send statements, follow up on late payers, and absorb the risk that you will cancel halfway through your policy term. When you pay it all at once, you eliminate all of that for them, and they pass some of the savings back to you. If you have the cash on hand and you are going to pay the premium anyway, choosing the 6-month or annual option over the monthly one can save you another $50 to $150 a year without changing a single thing about your coverage. It is one of those rare wins where the only thing you are giving up is the inconvenience of one larger payment instead of 12 smaller ones. After decades behind the wheel, most drivers over 55 have built up something genuinely valuable in the eyes of insurance companies: a clean driving record. If you have gone 5 years or more without an at-fault accident, a major moving violation, or a serious ticket, you qualify for what is commonly called a safe driver or accident-free discount. The Hartford offers up to 10% off for maintaining a clean record over 5 years. Nationwide offers an accident-free discount of up to 10% if you have at least 5 years of driving experience and have been free from at-fault accidents and major violations for the last 5 years. Geico offers a good driver discount that can save up to 22%. There is one twist worth knowing. This discount is not always applied automatically. Some companies add it when they run your motor vehicle record at renewal. Others wait for you to bring it up. So the next time your policy comes up for renewal, ask your agent directly if you are getting every safe driver and accident-free discount available to you. Then have them go through it line by line. You might be surprised by what they forgot to mention. This one might sound a little high-tech for some folks, but stick with me, because the savings can be enormous, and they are tailor-made for the typical driver over 55. Telematics programs use either a small device that plugs into your car or a smartphone app to track your driving habits. The insurance company looks at things like how hard you brake, how fast you accelerate, how often you drive late at night, how many total miles you put on the car, and how often you handle your phone while driving. If you drive carefully, and most drivers over 55 do, you can save serious money. The Hartford's True Lane program offers up to 15% off just for signing up, plus a renewal discount of up to 40% depending on your driving habits. State Farm's Drive Safe and Save offers up to 30% off. Progressive's Snapshot, Geico's Drive Easy, and Allstate's DriveWise all offer similar programs in the 10% to 30% range. Now, there is a trade-off. These programs do track your driving, so privacy-conscious folks should know that going in. And if you tend to have a heavy foot or drive a lot at night, your rate could actually go up. But for the typical retiree who drives mostly during the day, takes it easy on the brakes, and stays off the highway during rush hour, Telematics can be the single biggest discount on this entire list. It is worth at least signing up for the free trial period most companies offer to see what your potential savings look like. Number 9, the Vehicle Safety Features Discount. This one is hiding in plain sight, and a huge number of drivers have no idea it exists. The car sitting in your driveway right now may already qualify you for more discounts than your insurance company has on file. Insurance companies offer discounts for cars equipped with safety features that reduce the risk of accidents or theft. We are talking anti-lock brakes, airbags, electronic stability control, anti-theft devices, daytime running lights, and increasingly modern driver assistance features like automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, adaptive cruise control, and lane departure warnings. The Hartford and almost every other major insurer offers discounts specifically tied to these features. Here is the kicker. If you bought your current car within the last 5 to 10 years, it almost certainly has more safety technology than your insurance company knows about. When you originally got the policy, the agent may have asked about basic stuff like airbags and ABS, but probably not about backup cameras or lane assist. So all that newer tech is just sitting there unused when it could be lowering your bill. The fix is simple. Call your agent, read off every safety feature your car has, pull out the owner's manual if you need to, and ask which ones qualify for a discount. This is a 10-minute phone call that can easily knock 5% to 10% off your premium, and most drivers have never even thought to make it. Number 10, the Freebie stack. Paperless, autopay, online quote, and more. We're saving the easiest one for last. These are the freebie discounts, small individually, but they add up fast when you stack them together. Paperless billing is the first one. Most insurers, including Geico, Progressive, and Allstate, offer a small discount, usually 2% to 5%, just for opting out of paper statements and going digital. One click in your online account, that's it. Automatic payment is next. Setting up your premium to come out of your bank account or credit card automatically each month typically earns you another 1% to 3% off. It makes life easier for the insurer, and they reward you for it. The online quote discount is one of the most overlooked. The Hartford, for example, gives you up to 8% off your premium simply for getting your quote online instead of over the phone. 8% for clicking through a web form. That's it. Loyalty discounts kick in after you've been with a company for several years. Many insurers offer them automatically, but it's worth asking if yours does. If you're a retired military member, veteran, or former federal government employee, USAA and GEICO offer additional discounts of around 12% to 15% on top of everything else. If you served, this is one you absolutely cannot afford to leave on the table. Individually, these freebie discounts are small, but stacked together, they can easily save you another $100 to $200 a year on top of every other discount we've covered. And the work required to claim them is basically clicking a few boxes. So there you have it, 10 auto insurance discounts that drivers over 55 are entitled to, and almost none of them get advertised on television. Here is the most important thing to remember as you wrap up this video. Insurance companies don't volunteer these discounts. They might apply some automatically, but plenty of them are locked behind the magic words, "Yes, I'd like that discount, please." The single most valuable thing you can do today is pick up the phone, call your insurance agent, and ask them to walk you through every single discount you qualify for. Then go through this list one by one and check them off. And if your current insurer can't match what you've heard here, get a competing quote. It's free, it takes 15 minutes, and the savings can change what your retirement looks like.